Welcome back to Uncharted Lost Legacy. So yeah, now that we've killed everybody, let's move on.
So where to next?
Well, we're going to continue going on to the first temple. But first, let's see what's up there. Oh, look, truck.
I don't know. Some experience has taught me that as soon as you go into a truck, the enemies just come out and ambush you.
Which game?
Well, Dwebs, here's the thing. We literally just
the
had
Uncharted games I've played.
we've literally just had a shootout in this moment, Dwebs. If by this point,
To be fair, plenty of enemies like to use their fallen comrades as nice camouflage.
I guess. All right, back to the car. Oh yeah, I don't think I've mentioned this before. At any point in the game, if you've lost track of where you left the car, you can just press down on the D-pad, and the game will point you to where it is. All right, so we're almost there. Let's keep going. We should be getting some banter in a few moments as well, I think, if I remember correctly.
Anytime now.
Oh no, I don't think we do actually.
So, anyway,
not-
back
not-
into our Uncharted adventures of Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. Yeah, I guess you can say that. Oh, we're actually almost done to almost at the first temple anyway, so we're gonna get dialogue one way or
Looking
another.
for the bare necessities. Oh wait, never mind. The bare necessities is what you need to live. This is just money, 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 money.
Here comes the
Okay.
money.
I forget. Why are we going after this artifact?
Because
money.
Chloe wants money, and Nadine wants to prove herself to her father.
And money.
So I'm calling it right now. There's going to be that usual twist where it turns out that the treasure is a hidden artifact that has secret powers, and it means that we're truly doing the right heroic thing by stopping the bad guys from getting in. Insert Indiana Jones 3.
Well, that's usually the typical formula that action-adventure serials go through anyway.
And not all of them. I mean, it's clear
Oh,
that it's like
that'll-
Indiana Jones.
Oh, never mind. It was just a line. Go ahead.
Again. It's the clear formula of Indiana Jones 3. I mean, okay, admittedly, Indiana Jones 1 kind of did it, but Indiana Jones 3 is the one that clearly kind of spelled it out for us that, yeah, it starts off as what seems like an obsession, but then turns out you have to get this artifact to stop the forces of evil from becoming all-powerful and mighty. Although when you get down to it, the Nazis probably wouldn't have been able to get that cup of eternal life,
Yeah.
considering how none of them were smart enough to solve the puzzles.
All right. And we got ourselves a new treasure.
A butterfly?
All right.
Ooh, butterfly.
Let's get back to the car.
Huh.
I think, actually, no, I'm gonna. The temple is through here, so I guess we're gonna climb from this point on.
Why did we need to drive a Jeep up here then?
Because it's faster.
But you had to go back to get the Jeep because this is where you've already been because that's the truck of guys you killed.
Fine. We'll just climb through here with the fucking Jeep. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were going to crash into the truck just for the hell of it.
Sorry, Dwebs, this is not Carmageddon.
Oh
Or
my
Twisted-
god. Oh my
well,
god, you
well, it's a Sony IP, it'd be more like Twisted Metal.
Did you actually play that game as a kid, Pedro?
I did.
Thoughts on it back then and now?
It's terrible, but it was a novel at the time, I guess.
I'll just stick to Twisted Metal if that's okay with you.
Shiva, the god of
Never heard of
destruction.
it,
No
dude.
shit.
What, you haven't heard of Twisted Metal?
That, but also in a more positive sense, like losing the ego, ditching bad habits.
That's a first.
Very good, Nadine. All right.
Anyway,
Well,
to answer your
straight-
question,
I-
Blitz, no, I've not heard of Twisted Metal before.
How? Joe, quite an earlier jury, you said it was to miss out stuff.
Is Twisted Metal some big deal or something?
Dwebs, just because that doesn't automatically mean Jova's saying that he never misses out on stuff. Everybody misses out on
Yeah.
stuff.
I only pointed out because you miss out on stuff the most of us, Twibs, and also the most blatant stuff in this recent era. I mean, to be fair, if Twisted Metal was, say, released in like the old day back when the internet wasn't as prominent, or wasn't as, using the internet as much, that would be a different story. Like, compare my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts to how I'm kind of helping my sister out with Kingdom Hearts by looking up a guide. Back when I played Kingdom Hearts, guides, well, online guides weren't exactly that much a helpful thing.
Yeah.
So
there
again,
we
what's
go.
the big deal about Twisted Metal?
What is that even? I don't think I even know it myself. What is it?
Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
It's a game series where you're in a car and your job is to destroy all the other cars around you.
Oh,
various
okay.
means,
So it's Carmageddon, basically.
Yeah, that sounds like Carmageddon.
but better.
All right.
When and where was it made?
Mid-90s.
In Britain, I'm guessing.
No, it's an American thing.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, look.
Salah versus the tiger. Doesn't seem like a fair fight. Salah won, actually. He was protecting his guru and killed the animal in one blow.
Of course he did.
Now I'm imagining a joke. An Australian and a South African walked into a bar.
And?
They were both thrown out.
All right. Let's see what we can find.
Plot twist, it was a British bar.
Yeah, the Australian mentioned the Ashes, but it triggered
Oh, crap.
the Brits who own the bar, and they threw her out.
Is there someone else in this pool with us?
Let's see.
Like
It's
a crocodile.
isn't it?
Yeah, and then the crocodile's going to bite off her hand, and she'll be known as Nadine's the other one.
Captain Hook. Fun fact actually, originally Captain Hook in the original play was supposed to be played by the same woman who plays Mrs. Darling, since Peter Pan was normally played by a girl then. But of course, since the
She'll
guy
be known as Chloe
Speaking of
Hook.
crocodiles, I think Crocodile Dundee's getting another movie.
Oh, here you go, Dwips. This is how we introduce the pink the climbing gear.
Ah, cool.
So, no crocodiles. Huh, what a shame.
There we go.
That's surprising.
I've never actually seen a Crocodile Dundee film.
I've seen a couple.
What's the deal with crocodile?
Apparently, all that stuff's just just fake lol trailers.
So what's the deal with Crocodile Dundee?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Thank
Like,
goodness.
what exactly is the overall idea of the franchise?
It's apparently it's a comedy about an Australian guy, and it's set in both the Australian outback and New York City.
Oh, and that supposed sequel was debunked like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Oh, crap. Alright, looks like we have some more enemies to track.
I'm starting to feel sorry for Shoreline. I mean, these guys. Some of these may just be honest working guys. I mean, yeah, they're mercenaries, but god dang, these guys get picked off more than any other Mook Legion in the Uncharted series. And Nadine has the gall to act surprised that they don't respect her anymore.
My guess is, Jove, it also probably has to do with the fact that this game was made over the course of a year and with a lower budget, so they needed a story excuse to be able to reuse enemy models.
To be fair, Pedro, we knew from the get-go this was going to be a semi-sequel to Uncharted 4. I mean, heck, originally this was supposed to be DLC for Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Again, I just kind of feel sorry for Shoreline.
Alright.
I mean, they're the bad guys, sure, but...
Basically,
Nadine-
Sorry, go ahead.
Nadine, you could have led them better. I mean, heck, even Raphael himself called her out for it eventually.
You mean Rafe?
And he was a psychopath.
Yeah. Okay, so what I recommend is when you get to this specific section, make sure you remain hanged here. So it's a good way so you can move around while at the same time remaining hidden from the bad guys. So let's try and headshot this guy. There we go.
Oh crap!
No, it's okay though. They still don't know my position. But and at the same time, this will get them up and moving, so it'll be easier to get them in a position where they're alone.
Sir, I hear the splashing of water.
Actually, that guy didn't fall in the water. He just fell in the grass where he was.
No. It's like someone's hearing splashing water.
Yeah.
What's happening to you, guy?
Jesus Christ,
I'm
dude.
being shot.
The way the AI is programmed is that if you shoot
He's
someone,
looking right at him as he's being shot.
So basically, as long as they don't see you, you're fine. But even if they see one of their own being shot, they're like, whatever, freak.
there's also another interesting way that you can exploit with the AI in both this and 4 is that when you shoot a guy and he survives because of body armor, it takes him like a second and a half before he actually realizes that he should say to his comrades, someone's in here, shoot them, blah, blah. So as long as you keep shooting the guy and nobody sees you while you're doing it, you can just keep spamming the bullets.
Hey, Bob. Frank looks like he's getting shot again.
Nah, last time he did this, remember, he was playing a prank.
True. I mean, hey, if he could survive a kick to the crotch again, I mean, I guess he can survive anything.
Area secure.
Actually,
Yeah,
that makes...
thanks for the assistance of just
Oh my
jumping
God.
around and hiding.
I think I get it now. Shoreline is just a bunch of these guys who keep faking their death every time. It turns out it's just a few guys, and really they've just been messing with us.
Grab the grenade launcher.
No, thank you. I'd rather have the sniper rifle.
You know, fun.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, the grenade launcher can be used stealthily, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. A grenade launcher. Boom. How stealthy.
How subtle.
It's simple.
All right,
You just
guys,
have to
and
shoot
now we're going to introduce one of the new great puzzles of the game.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah,
So
anyway.
allow me in the game to explain. See those statues over there, by the way?
Uh-huh.
Let's first push this lever and see what happens.
Okay, let's see what this does.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow. Let's see how this goes.
okay.
Well, I'll be glad to
A
help.
platforming puzzle. All right.
Platform.
Okay, so here's how this works.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
You step on the wrong one,
no.
you fall.
It's about pattern. It's about memorizing a sequence of patterns. Dwebs. Notice how every time I jump to a platform, regardless of which direction, he always moves the axe. So as you can see, he's repeating the same free movement sequence all the time. See? Now, when I jump on the next platform, he'll swing his axe. See? So basically, what I have to do is I have to time my platforming jumps so that I don't get hit by the axe. This first iteration is obviously very simple, as you guys just saw, but they'll get more complicated.
Don't you just love these mystic societies who made puzzles that could pretty much kill someone if they accidentally
How
messed
come it's
up?
not happening with Nadine?
Because Nadine is the NPC character. She has assistant character immunity, Dwebs.
So do you like have a
Well,
choice?
that doesn't make any sense.
So do you like get a choice?
a video
as to who
game.
you get to- So do you like get a choice as to who you get to play as from time to time?
No, you only play as Chloe.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, you can play as Nadine in the multiplayer.
Oh, and the co-op, I'm guessing, basically player 2 takes control of Nadine.
There are co-op mods, yes, if you want.
Mods?
No, modes, sorry. Co-op modes in the multiplayer, I mean.
Mods in a Sony game. Not that I really care about mods, but
Well, it's a console. I mean, how would you even... I mean, creating
You
mods
can
for
mod an
consoles...
Xbox One.
Well, you can... Well, okay, hold on. Alright, so now we have free statues, so obviously this one is more complicated.
How did these people get around on a daily basis? Like, what would
They-
happen
they
if they
knew-
forgot
they-
the pattern for the day?
My guess is it was part of
well, they
the...
have their heads cut off.
My guess, Jove, is that they had... Part of their training was to memorize these sequences. There you go.
Oh, Chloe's just fine after getting hit by an axe.
Would you like to give it a shot? I'm good, thanks.
You're,
Sure. But
So,
so yeah, since Chloe's the brainier one, she handles the puzzles, obviously.
Well, I think she's also the brawny one because she just survived getting hit by an axe.
It's because I'm on the easier difficulty. If I was in one of the harder ones, it wouldn't happen.
Still gonna make fun of it. Because, come on, really. You can't have that happen in a game this realistic and not have me critique the hell out of it. Well, not so much critique, but again, lambaste.
So yeah, obviously, it's because these puzzles revolve a lot of trying around, and so you can jumping around, so you can properly memorize all the animations that the statues do, and find a good timing where you can properly bypass all of them without being attacked by their actions. And trust me, this is even as hard as they get. Later on, we're gonna get one where there's like 6 statues.
Thank goodness Shoreline isn't around to attack us while this is going on.
Oh, and yeah, there you go.
So, if you're playing this in 2 player,
Everything always comes in freeze.
Except this series, it comes in 5s.
That's actually foreshadowing for later, because the theme of things always coming in freeze will also come up later. But go ahead.
Of course, we gotta have a third protagonist eventually. Anyway, if you're playing this as 2 player, is there like a warp button, or would the second player also have to make their way for this puzzle as well?
No, Joe. The multiplayer only involves flat out shooting or get the flag. There's no puzzles in the multiplayer.
Oh, so
the multiplayer is more action packed rather than puzzle packed.
Okay. Remember, Pedro asked if there's co-op, so I'm guessing that this campaign does not have multiplayer.
Well, that's like there's team matches, for example.
But there's no co-op in this campaign.
No, not in the. This is the single player campaign.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Basically, in campaigns like this, say Mario Odyssey, normally, you have the 2 player playing the other character. I guess it just feels a bit weird to have Nadine in here and not have her be playable to any extent, but whatevs. So
she's more the combat assistant because, as we've already established, she's not that good of the puzzles part of the job, so Chloe will handle that shit. All right, thinking. So yeah, you have to take a very good look, because one thing you'll notice is that notice how some of those statues have their chest lit up. That means that they're about to strike with the axe. So that's your clue. So basically, make sure you properly study the movements of the statues so you don't get hit. Because if you do get hit, Jova, here's the thing, Jova. Even if you do survive that hit that I did, if you do get hit, you have to restart the puzzle all over again, so you still get penalized.
I know, but it's funny story-wise that Chloe can survive that.
But
if you're not good at these kinds of puzzles, I definitely do recommend playing this game your first time on easy mode, because this puzzle requires a lot of trial and error, so you can probably figure out. Go ahead.
Question. How's the checkpoint, though? Do you, just get, warped back to the start of the puzzle stage if you die? Yeah,
even if you die, you just respawn back at the beginning of the puzzle anyway.
And then I don't really see the point of changing the difficulty setting for this section. I mean, because, if anything, dying would be a lot quicker.
It's because you have to remember, Joe, but you still have to do with a loading screen, though. So
really?
Remember, when you die in these games, you have the whole gray screen thing, and then the game just loads you back to the latest checkpoint. So obviously there's
a loading screen.
No, it's like a little black screen loading. It's like 5 seconds or something.
Here's the thing: when it comes to speedrunners, they may actually opt to be killed to get back quicker than having to run all that way.
I guess.
Nadine, are you coming?
She is actually. She always does come eventually.
Just wait.
Don't worry, she's immortal. She'll take a while.
She has Naughty Dog assistant character immunity.
She has Laura Bailey powers.
That too, yeah.
Although Chloe has a bit of that too, since it.
All right, so.
What do we have here?
Chloe's Australian. Jova, Chloe's Australian.
And she doesn't have the power of Laura Bailey, so she's less
powerful. That's all right. That's all right. She has Australian powers, doesn't she?
All right. At the top of every temple, we always find a puzzle where we're supposed to construct a specific image. So we're supposed to rotate 3 circles. What makes it a bit complicated is that when there are certain circles that move the inner circle, there we go. See, moving that circle moves all the other circles inside it. So obviously, it's not as simple as just rotating each one individually. You have to properly think and try your best to rotate only. You have to not just know the position where you're supposed to rotate them, but also
Rotate the
which
outer one.
which ones you're supposed to rotate at which specific time. So again, it involves a lot of studying the image and trying various things so you can properly figure out which. There you go, the axe.
Simple.
But they'll get harder as we move on, though.
Shiva, yes. Final Fantasy summon.
Okay,
Dun,
this
dun,
is
dun.
it also becomes part of the structure. At the end of every temple, we get a cutscene involving their backstories. So,
Difference is when I pull the pin on grenade, I know it's going to happen next.
You know, Nadine, with that kind of thinking, you're not bound to make too many friends or allies, just saying.
Why do you
well,
think she was kicked out of?
Jova,
True.
hold down that thought till the end of the game.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
I thought the platform was going to collapse.
It's a waterway.
All right, time for backstory, sorta.
Holy hell. There's a massive relief carved into the side of that mountain.
Revealed by them pushing that lever?
We were going to turn that crank and die. Guess it's really got an off religious daughter of me. It must have been fun growing up, eh? It had its moments. I learnt a lot. Hoysala Empire was kind of his thing. Took up a lot of his time, though. Me, if I go digging for treasure, I better make a buck or two.
Oh, her parents are... No, wait, they're dead.
I don't take big
Well, by this point, yes, but it's more complicated than that.
like running an army, huh? That's a big responsibility. Second nature. It's my father's company. He retired, I took over. Family.
How did he have the authority to kick her out then if he was retired?
Because he still owns it.
Yeah, but he's retired.
Where'd you live?
By retired, he means like he doesn't actually, partake in the expeditions, but he still owns the company.
Yeah, but just owning a company doesn't give you the authority to fire someone. You have to actually
Well, I don't
be
know all the details.
executive in chief.
Well, you'll see more. Whatever.
Okay.
Fort marked with a bow in the lake there. And that fort sporting the trident above the waterfalls.
Of course. So,
Also, pretty scenery.
Before I took the job. Not much to tell. I know Nate.
It's a Naughty Dog game,
Hold on,
isn't it?
hold on,
Like-
hold on, hold on.
He seemed to just
huh.
thin air.
We're talking about the Drakes.
So Nadine is actually worried that they may be dead. Don't worry though, like Chloe
was-
said, they'll appear out of nowhere.
I was going to say, says when does a Naughty Dog game not look pretty?
True.
Gotta love a shortcut.
Jack and Dexter too.
Oh yeah, and Naughty Dog was kind enough to give us shortcuts in these temples. Every time we reach a temple, the top of a temple, we always have these shortcuts that allow us to get back to our car really quickly.
I'd expect nothing less. It'd be Moida for us to have to go back through those puzzles.
Moida.
Yeah. Moida. Where'd you get that from?
A lot of people call it like that when we're trying to
It emulates a
Impers-
particular accent. So which accent was?
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, it's
Chicago.
yeah, I know because I've seen quite a few movies that depict the Al Capone story, so I've heard that accent plenty of times.
Hmm.
I watched Nostalgia Critic. He's from Chicago.
Yeah. And I will give him credit.
He
They
actually,
do have some pretty dang good pizza.
he actually seems to have. Does he still live in Chicago to this day?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Drake is no longer
His accent doesn't seem to be as thick as others. But
Well, also,
conversation.
when you're on screen,
Hold on,
sometimes
hold on. This is important.
like accent.
especially with everyone wanting to see me fall. I hear that. But on the plus side, oh, there's a plus side? Oh.
There's a trumpet theme.
Patients, it's much easier to take them by surprise. As
Huh,
far as I'm concerned,
true.
this business is tough enough on your own. You have to take any advantage you can.
Good point, I guess.
I think this is the first
Hold on.
Uncharted game not to.
How old were you when you started? Young. Learned quickly enough I needed to let people think they were getting their way, and then I could get the upper hand. Too subtle for me. I always
Nadine's me.
Replaced by
It's like
Robo.
it's like Pedro and Dwibs are a couple.
Yeah. Chloe's Pedro, Nadine's me.
Yeah, basically.
I was also going to say, I think it's the first Uncharted game to not have an American character as the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So we got an Australian and a South African.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of Australia's case, at least, hooray for the Commonwealth.
I guess, sure.
Or when there's a Canadian leading the next game, then bam,
We'll see.
because Canada's part of the Commonwealth.
Alright, so we found another place. But first there's a little chassis where we can pick the lock for. But first let's see.
What we really need is good old British charm.
Yeah. Well, we had that in Uncharted 3, didn't we, Pedro?
Mm-hmm.
True.
And there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna in about 2 months we're gonna get more Welsh charm with Nino Kuni 2.
Mm-hmm. And Xenoblade.
Provided it doesn't get delayed
Well,
again.
well, that's been out since
But
December.
Nino
Though.
Kuni 2, I mean.
It
Nino
does.
Kuni 2, I mean.
It does. It already has an an ESRB rating. It's if it does have a rating, that means that it's not gonna get delayed at this point. That means that at this point they're most likely getting ready to package it and mass producing copies and shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any more delays, no worry that development's getting cursed or something.
No, Dwebs. I mean, Level 5 will only release the game when it's ready.
Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, unless you're a Kirby fan.
Or a Kingdom Hearts fan. I don't know, Kirby's pretty consistent.
Monkeys.
Well, the most recent game hasn't exactly been getting
Well, it's a spin-off, isn't it? Anyway.
great review. Spin-off or not, though, a Kirby game getting middling reviews. While it shouldn't be anything that will affect the franchise in the long run, it's a bit of a disappointment.
Anyway, this particular temple that I just found is actually the optional side quest temple. So let's see what it has.
Hmm.
2 doors. All right.
Choose the wrong door, you'll fall in a pit of spikes.
Ooh.
Oh, the door will just
Hello?
fall on you.
Yeah.
Looks like Ahmed. I'll just jot that down.
Very well. Let's see what's in this door then.
No, don't go through that one. It's the wrong one.
Well, that's the only one that's open, Dwibs.
Some kind of voice alarm.
Heads or tails.
Uh-huh. All right. Moving on.
Too big of a coin to flip.
Nah, just toss it in the air and it'll...
Symbols? Those figures must be the old Hoysala kings. 11 all in all.
They all look the same.
Well, Dwibs, maybe the sculptures weren't very creative.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl.
All right, let's try putting one. Oh,
One of the spots on the map. Yeah. Wonder what happens if we find them all.
So
We'll
the-
see, I guess.
It must have belonged to one of their queens.
and there you go. That's
Don't
that's the Queen's Ruby. Basically, if you manage to get all the tokens back here, and you'll get the Queen's Ruby, which is the thing that I already have because I'm on New Game Plus. It allows you to find treasures easier.
Come on, let's get back to it. Hey, no hitchhikers. Shoot. Oh, you're no fun. Sitting all over the seat.
Oh no, it's the Porgs. Run!
Yeah, Nadine has a good point, Chloe. You don't really want the monkeys to shit all over the seat. All right.
Right, so off to our next destination, the next part then.
Exactly. In the next part, we'll start not just while we move on to the next main temple, we'll also pick up a few optional tokens in our pathway. So see you then.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
See ya.